Good evening, viewers, and welcome back to another edition of the Social Development Outlook. I am your host, Swain Evelyn. We'll be right back after this break.
If you're HIV positive or have an STI, having unprotected sex with multiple partners puts them in grave danger. You'll expose every partner and their present and future partners to HIV or another STI. Use a condom every time you have sex. You can live a productive life even if diagnosed with HIV. Remember, early detection is key to your survival. Be responsible, protect yourself and others. Help stop the spread of HIV and other STIs.
Well, we're back as we take you to our first featured presentation for this evening, Dr. Leibert's 80th birthday celebration.
A pleasant good morning to everyone, and it is a pleasure to have you all here joining with my husband on his 80th birthday. Actually, his birthday was on the 28th of January, but we better late than never. Okay, and so we're very happy to have the minister, Reverend Samuels, and also Ms. Trudy Prentice from the Social Services, along with NTV. And I would just want to say a special happy belated birthday to my husband. He has lived a long life. 80 is not a small feat at all. And in this day and age, when you have so many sicknesses and diseases and all kind of things happening, he has been through it all. To God be the glory. And I just want to thank my children in celebrating and being there for their father and me, because we are one, and we cannot do it without them. And to God be the glory, for he has done great things. Hitherto hath the Lord helped him and help us all. And I hope that he would live, I wouldn't say 80 more years, but as the Lord wills, and may his life be blessed. May he be in good health and strength. Thank you very much.
All right, so well, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for coming and celebrating with my dad. To Daddy, I want to say happy birthday. I love you. I appreciate every single sacrifice that you've done for me and my siblings. And we're just so grateful to have you in our life, and we thank God for you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Afternoon. I too would like to join in thanking everyone for coming to celebrate with my father. He's made 80 years, which is a significant milestone. Dad has been many things over the years, but first of all, he's been my father. And he's always been there to support me. And alongside my mother has helped to mold the type of person that I am. So for that, I would like to say thank you and wish my father all the very best on his birthday. Well, it's gone already, but wish him happy belated birthday. And as my aunt said, we will continue to love him and support him in all his endeavors.
Thank you very much, Trudy. Let me say good morning to all of us. And it is indeed a pleasure and an honor to be here with our celebrant today, Dr. Linton Liburd. And of course, I'm always very happy when I'm able to do these celebrations. We think it's very important that we honor persons who have reached certain milestone ages. And of course, we're here because Dr. Liburd has made 80. And I'm pleased to be here to mark this milestone with him and his family. I want to say a special good morning not only to him, but his very caring family who are here with him. Now, Dr. Liburd is someone who I have admired over the years. And I just want to just highlight just a few of the qualities that I've admired about Dr. Liburd. First and foremost, he is extremely pleasant, always smiling. As would have been said by Reverend here, very humble. You know, some persons, once they reach certain pinnacle in life, like being a doctor, they tend to change. But Dr. Liburd has remained that same gentle, quiet, pleasant, smiling individual over his entire life, at least the time that I've known him. And anytime I communicate with Dr. Liebert, he always has something very encouraging to say to me, and I want to thank him so very much for that. The other thing I've admired about Dr. Liebert over the years, I think he's a model family man. Wherever you see him, you see his wife and his children. And there are not a lot of families who do a lot of things together. But this family, it seems like a family that does practically everything together. And I've admired that over the years. And I'm sure you realize it seems how close-knit they are from at least their presence here today. And I know Dr. Liebert would have done a lot in molding the lives of his children. And the next thing I've admired about him is he's very God-fearing. He goes to church very often. I'm not a Methodist, but almost every time I pass the Methodist church on a Sunday morning, the car is there. And if the car is there, it means that they're there. The family is there. And I know he's not there alone, but he's there with his family as well. And I believe it's because he's so God-fearing that God has kept him so well this 80 years. And I trust that God will continue to be faithful and merciful to you. And he'll continue to grant you more years of good health and strength. Of course, I have been one of his patients at one point in time as well. So I admire him for that as well. And so, Dr. Liebert, we're here from the Ministry and the Department of Social Services to celebrate with you, to make a brief presentation to you. We do normally do this once you reach certain milestone birthdays on behalf of ourselves, as well as in collaboration with the City Drug Store. We just want to say to you that we value the contribution that you have made to your family, and of course, to all of Nevis, being a doctor for these past years. I know you have a lot of patients, and I know they respect and value very much. And so we want to thank you for that contribution that you have made, and I'm very happy that your legacy will continue to live on through your children. I know your son has now taken up the mantle, and it's good when that legacy can live on through your seed. And so we want to say happy birthday to you once again. Congratulations on this milestone. And may God continue to be merciful to you. A very, very happy birthday to you. We love you, and may God continue to bless you. And we'll now make this presentation of a plaque and the gift basket. And the plaque reads, Social Services Department, Certificate of Recognition awarded to A. Linton Liebert in recognition of your 80th birthday, and it is signed by the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Keith Glasgow, and the Director of Social Services, Sandra Maynard.
We'll take this break and be right back with our final feature for this evening.
Send me a pic of yourself. One of you know where.
I have too much self-respect to send you a pic of you know where.
If you really love me, you will do it.
If you really love me, you wouldn't ask.
You matter to your family, to your friends, to your community, to you. Remember, you matter.
This message was brought to you by the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, and the Nevis Health Promotion Unit.
Join us as we take you to the Joycelyn Liebert Primary School Black History Month presentation.
Okay, one of the things you guys may recognize, this plant, it's probably in some of your parents' yards. They call it carrito. Looks like a regular plant. What we used to do with them, we take them and beat them and pound them and beat them and pound them until it came fibrous where you could actually plait it, and you would end up with something like this, what we call crop whip. Sometimes you would see the masquerades, they have a whip and they would snap it. Well, we made it out of the plant the same way. I'm going to attempt, don't laugh, and I'll attempt to see if I can get it across. So you see, just from this simple plant, you're able to have this. Okay, this you may recognize as the rim of a 10-speed bike, actually. So of a 10-speed bike. What we would do, we would take the rim and do this. Thank you. Thank you. The next one we'll do is called what we call the cutter. This part comes off of the transmission of an engine in your car. It's very hard to get off. You got to beat it and beat it and beat it to get it off. This comes off of a coconut tree. We can also use it not only for what I'm going to show you now, but sometimes we use it as bats, cricket bats. Okay. How many of y'all like chicken? How many of you would try to eat like a dog? Believe it or not, as children, and Mr. Wallace will let you know, dog tastes really sweet too. It's not much meat, but it tastes really, really sweet. So, this is a trap we use to set. You wouldn't see how the wood like this. Normally you would dig a hole and put that in the ground, and these other two parts will go into the ground also. And you would put your seeds or whatever for the dove, and it will go something like this. I hope it works this time. So here comes the dove flying along. The dove will see the seeds come down. Please work. Like I said, sometimes it works. Let me try one more time. If it doesn't get it, then you guys cheer for that the dog got away this time. Okay, we're gonna try again. If the bird, if it gets away again, and then this dog was meant to get away, okay? And then you guys could cheer for the bird getting away. Well, normally what would happen is you would normally catch a bird like that and then you would have a bird. Now what would happen sometimes, you would set your trap to catch a bird and then the bird would start making a flapping sound like this. And mongoose would come out and sometimes take your bird. So what they would do sometimes is set the trap to catch the same mongoose. They'll set the trap close by and then stand next to the trap and go like this. And the mongoose will come out, go around, and sometimes the mongoose will catch the same way. Anyway, this is called a chamel. Chamel. many of y'all used to go out and catch lizards? Who likes lizards and like catching lizards? Okay, this is a really neat way you can catch lizards. And hopefully when you catch a lizard, you pet the lizard and you let the lizard go. You don't kill the lizard and harm the lizard, okay? Okay, this is our lizard for today. See the lizard on the branch? That's our lizard. Who knows what this is? Who knows where this comes from? Coconut tree, correct. So you take the coconut leaf, you strip off the white green part, and you would tie the end in a noose, like this. So then you sneak up on Mr. Lizard. He won't see it coming because it's so small, it looks like a regular branch. Okay, let's give you that. Slip it over, and you catch a lizard. And that's how you have the lizard. Okay, so it's your lizard trap. Okay, finally, does anybody know what these are? Sandbox, yeah, okay. These are the fruit of the seeds of the sandbox tree. It's a big tree, it has lots of thorns on it, you can't climb the tree, so you have to go through a lot to get these seeds. They're very hard to get. Now what we used to do with these seeds is make wheels, and I'll show you how. We take the same seeds, take a knife, and we dig out the seeds to make a hole in it for them to act as wheels, and you'll see how. We had this one, it's called a two-wheel cart. And kids used to drive this to school, and you steer it back and forth the same way, and you have this spare wheel here for when you get a flat butt. And this is how you do it. And this, believe it or not, this is what we did for fun, and it was a lot of fun for us. So this is the two-wheel version of the car. So this is the big boy. This is what we used to make, the bigger cars to the two-wheel version. We used to drive these to school. We could put our school books in it, school lunch, everything, toys, everything else. This is what the wheels look like when they dry out, they explode. So, yeah, that's what we did. And that's the end of my presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
All right, Mrs. Webb, let us educate our children as to some history that would have taken place at Market Shop. Y'all listen carefully. Okay, Market Shop was used as a place where the slaves were sold. The slaves came from Africa and they were sold there. The planters came by and they chose the best looking slave. You want somebody who will work on the plantation, who will produce, who was not sick, and so they would shine up their skin, make them look, robust and so on, and they were sold there, hence the name Market Shop.
And that's our package for this evening. I am your host, Swain Evelyn. Just a reminder, this program was hosted and produced by the Communications Unit within the Ministry of Social Development. And we'll see you next week with another edition of Social Development Outlook. Good night.